Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in previous video I have explained about this section 8, that is terms and definition, right? So now today we are going to be discuss about this section 9 of the general notices and requirement, that is prescribing and dispensing. Friends, my YouTube channel name is Pharma Quality, so please view, like, comment and subscribe my channel. So here we are going to discuss about this section 9 of the general notices and requirement, that is prescribing and dispensing. So in the prescribing and dispensing we are going to about this discuss about the subsection, that is 9.10 use of metric units, and 9.20 that is change in volume, right? So the section 9.10 is talks about the use of metric unit, right? So first let's understand what is a metric unit. So unit is a unit of measurement from the International System of Unit, right? Which is generally known as ISU, that is International System of Unit. So which is a globally accepted standard system used in science, medicine and pharmacy, right? There are so many common example for this units like milligram, gram, milliliter or liter, right? So as per the compendia articles, the prescription must mention the quantity or strength in metric units unless the individual monograph specifies something different. Reference can also be made to the section on units of potency for substance where strength is expressed in biological activity, right? So the use of metric units such as milligram, milliliter, that ensures the accuracy and standardization and consistency in the pharmaceutical practices. If a prescription is written using any other measurement system, the pharmacist must dispense only the metric equivalent of that amount, right? So as per this section, it is also mentioned about the apothecary units, which is earlier known as the grains and grams, that should not be used on labels or labeling. So this is because these older units may cause the confusion and increase the risk of dosing errors. So therefore using metric units only helps to maintain the clarity, accuracy and patient safety in dispensing. So whatever the units has been mentioned as per the monograph or as per the you know on the product, so in that unit you need to be, the patient need to be consume that, right? Now the next section is 9.20, that is change in volume. So first let's understand what is change in volume. So change in volume means a small increase or decrease in the space a liquid occupies, right? Usually that is caused by the variation of the temperature. That if there will be the change in the temperature, then definitely there will be the change in the volume of that particular liquid or medication. So in the dispensing of prescription medication, small change in liquid volumes caused by room temperature variation can be disregarded. But scientifically, liquid expands when the temperature increases and contract when the temperature decreases. However, under normal room conditions, these volume changes are very minimal, right? So in pharmaceutical dispensing, such as minor variation do not significantly affect the accuracy, strength and therapeutic effectiveness of the medications. So therefore slight volume difference due to normal temperature fluctuation are considered acceptable in routine dispensing practices, right? So the whatever the material or product that has been being manufactured, or it will be distributed, so there is always recommendation to keep that product or material at the particular temperature, right? So friends, this is all about this section 9 of general notices and requirement, that is prescription and dispensing. Thank you.